Hi, I'm Catherine Puglisi, and I'm reporting for ETV News. I'm here in Antrim, New Hampshire, inside the Wool Room. Let's go take a look. In the small town of Antrim, New Hampshire, there is an interesting little gem known as the Wool Room, owned and operated by Ann Hennessy, located on 218 Pleasant Street. It is a small business located in a barn in a 1787 farmhouse that has been transformed into a cornucopia of natural fibers, hand-spun yarns, patterns, spinning wheels, and everything you would ever want that deals with knitting. I talked with Carol Puglisi, a former resident of Antrim who occasionally visits the Wool Room, and Mrs. Hennessy.
Well, I just picked up a pair of socks and I discovered that this was the 625th pair that Mrs. Hennessy has knit since she started. Apparently she has counted every set of socks that she's ever knitted, and this is set number 625. Yay! I've been coming here for a long time. I grew up in this little town, and we just love having this little niche of homespunnery right here in little Antrim, New Hampshire.
Whether you're a beginner or an expert knitter, the Wool Room has everything you could ever need for the hobby. From wool to books to knitting needles, the Wool Room has it all. You can even buy things that Mrs. Hennessy has made.
I started in 1984 selling a local yarn, and then increased it from there to several different companies. Yeah, I was spinning then, and I began to be interested in working with fibers, and it just spread, went bigger and bigger.
People from all over New Hampshire come to the Wool Room just to check out the wool and everything handmade. Many of her customers have been visiting her for years. They come from all over to the shop and enjoy the wonderful warm and cozy atmosphere, the array of products, and the expertise and friendliness of Mrs. Hennessy.
I remember coming here years ago, and there used to be sweaters and hats and mittens and all kinds of things hanging. In the next room, there's actually spinning wheels and all kinds of things that you can actually make your own yarn with. What I found was very interesting at one point was this skein of yarn was actually spun from the family dog. It's amazing what you can do with what you have, but it feels nice, feels like Angora, and I just absolutely love it.
Online shopping has affected the knitting industry. People are focused on buying the ready-made product rather than making it themselves. Considering the circumstances, the Wool Room always has customers, and many people still have a huge interest for both knitting, learning how to knit, and the products that they hand make.
Most woolen shops have closed. People prefer to get items that they want online. It's just when, over the years, I have had people who've come. I've taught many people to spin and many more how to knit. And so they still wander in. But I invite people who want to do some knitting and maybe have some questions. They come on Wednesday morning, 10 to 12.
The Wool Room is Antrim, New Hampshire's hidden little gem. I hope to see many of you here to check out this cool little spot. I'm Catherine Puglisi, reporting for ETV News.